Okay, friends, it's a strength class. I have a glider. I have a variety of weights. You should always use the weights that speak directly to you. Or if you have any pain going on, we're going to do a bunch of arm work in this class, and then we'll use the gliders entirely for the feet. That's going to work the legs and get the heart rate up just a little bit. I've got one glider that I will use, and as always, you get to listen to your body and adjust when you need to, okay? We're going to start standing. Warm up. It is chilly today, so I definitely need a bit of a warm up for the parts today. What I've done here is, and always sneakers are entirely up to you. I prefer to wear my sneakers for this class, but you absolutely don't need to. So what I'm going to do, just for a little added stability, which I think is a nice idea, is stand partially on the portion of the floor that helps me to stabilize, which is this rug, which is kind of helps me to stand a bit more stable. And then the opposite leg, whenever I am standing on the glider, will be sliding on the floor, okay? So that's just what you see me doing here. That's why I'm doing that. As long as you're not going to slip on your surface, you're fine. You don't need any fancy setup like I have here, okay? All right. So we're going to start with the glider. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the glider underneath the ball of my right foot. Underneath the ball of my right foot. All right? If you do not have a glider, for an entire year I used a washcloth on my floor, and that really works out quite well. Okay, so just get creative. All right, so the glider is underneath my right foot. I'm going to start with my hands right on my hips, and I'm going to soften both knees, and I'm going to let my right leg slide out and come right back in again. Slide out and come right back in again. So my front leg is the driving force. How do you know if you're going too far out or if something is not going well? Well, I think you'll get a direct message from your body. If you're getting stuck out there behind you, I think that's a clear sign that you're going a little bit too far. You should be keeping an eye on the mobility and the range of motion you have with your standing leg, okay? And that will tell you how far you can go back and come back in again. And let's do about 5 or 6 more. Again, this is the warm-up. You don't have to blow this out of the park. I'm just letting my arms move a little bit. 3 more here. 2 more. 1 more. And then I'm going to come in and switch right over to the other leg, okay? The left ball of the foot has the glider now. My right knee is going to soften a little bit. I'm going to keep my weight over my right leg, slide the left leg out and come back in. This side is a little different than my first side. My stabilizing with my right leg always feels a little different. Just a quick note here. This is a lot of balance work. It is a great idea to grab a chair or to come a little closer to the wall or a desk, whatever you have in your space, and use it. No problem there, okay? Make yourself feel safe. And maybe having something to hold on will increase your range of motion. Not that that's always the goal. All right, help yourself. Let's do 5 more here. And 4. And 3. 2. And 1 more time. And come all the way in, okay? I'm going to come back to the right leg. I'm going to get warmed up now in a slightly different way. I'm bringing the pod or the glider underneath the right foot again. We're going to start with an easy little squat. Soften your knees and send your tush out. The right leg only is going to slide out and come back in. Slide out and come back in. I'm keeping my weight over my left foot. Slide out and in. And the reason why I want to be clear about keeping your weight over your left leg is that this exercise is not about doing like a split. It's about doing a deeper squat. If you want to send your right leg out more, it means you're doing a deeper one leg squat with your left leg. Coming out here, it could pull your groin muscles or something else. I don't even know. You might not like it. Keep your weight over your left leg. Let's do 5 more. And 4. And 3. 2. 1 more. Come all the way in. Warms those legs up right away, doesn't it? Okay, so now, making a little space here. This is almost like doing a one leg squat with the right leg. Soften your knees, and we'll send the left leg out and back in, out and back in. And if you want to take this more deeply, it's a deeper squat. And yeah, for me, one side is different from the other for sure. Maybe not in a big way, but it feels different. I have to be a little more careful up through my right leg. If that's you and holding onto a chair or the wall makes you feel better, that's a great opportunity to do that. Try and keep your breath flowing. Let's do 6 more here. 5, really send your sits bones back. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then come all the way back in, okay? We're coming back to the right leg one more time as the last part of our little warm-up, all right? I'll come to the side for this. Gliders underneath the ball of the foot. Soften your knees, send your booty back. Let's bring the arms straight out ahead. If this is too much for your back, straight by your sides is a nice other option, okay? Here, right leg out and in, okay? We're not going anywhere with the left leg, just staying still. And we're breathing, right? Shoulders away from your ears. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in, stand tall, switch the glider. Soften your knees. Arms out front. It really works your spinal extensors. Shift into your right leg. Left leg out and in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in, okay? Okay, that was our leg warm up. I'm grabbing a set of 5s to begin. We have an arm series that we're gonna go through 3 times. I'm probably going to increase my weights as I go along. We'll do each exercise 10 times, okay? This is gonna be a good arm workout, I think. All right, so I'm gonna stand tall. Just also to throw this out there in the future, if you do this class a few times, you could switch this up by perhaps sitting on a stability ball to increase core activation or just feeling these exercises in a new way. Okay, that's like a nice next level if you've done this class a few times already, all right? So we're gonna start nice and easy. Palms forward, bicep curl. This is such a simple little exercise that I like to use it as an opportunity to focus on the rest of the body, pushing down through the feet a little bit, adjusting there if you need to, pulling the head back, just so you can feel yourself in a nice straight-ish line, getting your deep breathing going, right? It doesn't matter exactly how you breathe, just try not to hold your breath. Let's do 2 more like this, and 1 more. And then hold at the bottom, turn your palms to face back, same exercise. This feels so awkward to me, but this works the hand and the wrist in a much different way. It's the same exercise. We've just changed how we're holding on to our weight. Reverse bicep curl. Continue to check in, head back, stand tall. 5 more here. 5 and 4 and 3, 2, 1 more, and then come on down. Flip your palms forward. Another bicep curl, except we're going to cross the body one at a time. I'm bringing one hand towards the opposite shoulder, and then I'm doing a bit of a switch. And I'm just breathing along the way and checking in. How does this feel? All right, this is a similar movement like when we grab our seatbelt and pull it across our body. In fact, you may notice that your right arm is a little bit more familiar with this movement, maybe not only because perhaps you're right arm dominant if you are, but because that is something that we probably do at least a few times a day. And let's do 4 more sets here. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and 1. Come on, back out. Arms are coming up. And what we're going to do is keep the elbows bent right out towards the sides. Shoulders are down. Actually, let's come out in front first. This is a horizontal bicep curl, just to give you a visual. Elbows are right in line with your shoulders. Reach. Come on up. This works the shoulders a little bit more intensely, if you ask me. The neck feels a little bit more intense. Keep breathing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and then come all the way back down. Hold here for a moment, ear to shoulder, just a quick little neck release. Roll around to the other side, relax your jaw, and then come back where you started. And then come back to the center. Look over your right shoulder and slightly behind you. And over your left shoulder and slightly behind you. 1 more each way. Breathe. And then come back to the center. Okay, good. So now we have an upright row. So basically I'm bringing my weights together right in front of my pelvis. I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure, push the 2 weights together, zip up my imaginary coat, which this morning was not imaginary. Zip. I like to add a pushing and a pulling motion, like you're pulling something else. That's obvious, but imagine you're pushing something down. Pull up, of course you're doing that. When you push something down, crown of the head goes in the opposite direction. Nice deep breaths. You're adding intention in both directions. 5 more here. 5 and 4 and 3, 2, 1 more, all the way down, palms come to the sides, okay? Butterfly shoulder cross. So we're coming up to this position we were just in for just a moment. It's this wide elbow position. See if you can let your shoulders come away from your ears. We'll come in and out, up and return. 2, 3. There's no reason why you have to have the same weight set for all of these exercises, okay? Totally fine if you have to switch out for heavier or lighter weights along the way. 4 more here. 3, 2, way down, okay? Rear delt raise. So we do these often. I'm going to come to a hip distant foot position. Soften my knees. Slight bend in the elbows. Some people prefer to do this exercise sitting down. I prefer standing. Energize your spine. This is a lot of work for the spine extensors, as well as the shoulders and the delts. There's a lot going on. Breathe. I like exhale as the weights come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up to stand for a moment. We're going to come back to that slight bent knee position, a little bit of a squat. We're going to do a tricep exercise in 2 ways, all right? Elbows are going to come right by our sides. Pull your shoulders down into your back and your abdominals in. Extend the arms and return. Each time you extend your arms, just peek at your own shoulders. A lot of people lift high, and when they do, their entire shoulder girdle rounds forward. And I don't really like that for the upper spine work. So try and keep your upper spine energized, your eyes forward. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up. Last little exercise in our set is another tricep exercise. I'm going to bring my weights together and up overhead. This is a tricep extension. So we're standing. Knees can be just a little soft. Belly button is in. So this feels very different. This is definitely going to work the shoulders and the neck, in my opinion, a little bit more intensely than the version that we just did. And 5, belly button stays in. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Come all the way down and all the way down, okay? So that was one set of our arm work, and we're gonna come back to our glider and do the same stuff that we did in the beginning, but a little bit picking up the pace, so it's not just a warm-up set. We're getting our heart rate up just a bit, okay? Grab your glider. I don't think I need my rug. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the glider underneath the right foot, right on the front of the foot. Grab a chair or a wall if you needed some extra support. Soften your knees. And we're sending that right leg back and in. I'm going to add an arm movement here. Straight ahead. Straight ahead. So essentially it's almost like a one-leg squat. When you send your hips back, peek at your knee, your left knee. See if you can keep that knee over the left foot. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll come in and switch to the other foot. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale. Leg 2. Soften your knees. And left leg back and in. Back and in. Range of motion is up to you. If you're making this smaller, that's fine. You're still doing the exercise. 6, 7, and another set of 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in. My glider's a little squeaky. I hope that's not too loud for you guys. Okay, I'm going to start with the glider underneath the right foot again. So this is the side motion. We're still staying over our left leg. Soften your knees. Send the glider out and in. You are over your left foot. You are over your left foot. The reason why I'm repeating this so many times is because I still sometimes look around and I see people shifting out so it becomes more like a split. And I don't like that. 8 more here, maybe a little faster. 8, 7, 6, energy on the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side 2. Take a breath. Soften the knees. You're staying over your left leg. Send it out. Keep going. Out and in. Reach. Reach. Really make sure you're sending your hips back. Out. 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8 and up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in. Come back to the right leg. This is the I'm staying right over my left leg while my right leg moves quite quickly exercise. Soften your knees. I chose arms forward. You can do something else if you'd like. Out and in. Out and in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shoulders away from the ears. 7, 6. Oh geez. 5. Got rid of my bladder. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in. Stand tall. Side 2. Inhale, exhale. Sit back and go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoulders away from your ears. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up. Hearts a beating. Okay, let's go through our arm set again. You can do what you'd like with your weights. I'm probably going to creep between my 5s and my 8s. Maybe I'll stick with my 8s the whole time. I'm not sure yet. Okay? When you're picking up your weights, use a good strong squat to get down there. Bend the knees. Use your feet and your legs. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 options for bicep curls. I'm going to continue to stay parallel. Palms are going to start forward. Pull your head back and stand tall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down, take a breath. This is going to feel quite different. Palms back. So this is a reverse bicep curl. 10, 9, 8, 7. And I naturally just want to go a little slower here. 6, feel free to increase your pace if that's better for you. 5, 4, 3. It's amazing how different it feels, right? 2, 1 more. All the way down. Okay? Palms forward. This is a crossover movement. Take a breath. And we're coming towards the opposite shoulder. And 1, 2, 2. Don't hit yourself in the face with your weight. 3. You're welcome. 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Maybe knees are a little soft. Belly button is in. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10, okay? Our next bicep curl position is straight out in front of us. I already know that the 5s are better than the 8s for this particular one, so I'm personally gonna switch it out. You remain with whatever weight you want, okay? This bicep curl begins out here, bend and reach. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, feel strong through your feet. 5, breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way back down. Roll your shoulders. I'm gonna come back here for our upright row. So this is like zip up your coat, weights right in front of your pelvis. Stand tall, zip up your coat, and come on back down. 2, 3, 4, very nice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All the way down, roll those shoulders. So I'm gonna see how the butterfly shoulder press feels with my 8s. At some point, if I wanna switch to my 5s, I'll just do that and you'll see me doing it, okay? You just keep going. Take a nice deep breath. And then we're coming up into a wide elbow position. Shoulders are down. We come in and out, up and down, in and out. Belly is in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh! All the way down. I'm just gonna do a quick little neck roll here because it feels like a nice idea for me. All the way around. And then come back again. Okay? Okay, so now we've got our rear delt raise. For that, I know that 8s are too heavy. I'm gonna switch back to my 5s. So soften the knees. It's a lot of work for the back. Soft elbows and arms wide. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. We've got 2 arm exercises left. They're both tricep related. Okay, the first one is a little bit more simple than the second, in my opinion. I'm gonna switch back to my 8s actually. For this, soften your knees. Elbows bent right by your sides. Look straight ahead. Extend. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up. Last but not least, tricep extensions. Arms will go overhead. I'm going to put my weights together first so I can kind of move them as one and then come up overhead and start bent. Soften your knees, draw your abdominals in. This is very much an abdominal exercise as well. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way down, all the way down. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, we're coming back to our glider. I'm gonna grab a quick drink of water, just because why not? And then we'll get started again. Same series, one glider. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so right foot. Just in case I forget to say this, we're doing these arm series, right? Maybe 5 repetitions is enough. You don't have to do 10. Maybe 12 or 15 is right for you. Continue to listen to your body, okay? All right, glider underneath the right foot. Stand tall, soften your knees. Stretch the arms out as the leg goes back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on in, side 2. Stand tall, take a breath. Relax your shoulders, soften your knees. Left leg back, and come back in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exciting, you guys. Bring it underneath your right foot again. Going out to the side, you'll remain over your left leg. Take a breath. And we're going to soften the knees, send the hip bones back as you send that right leg out. You're going to keep your weight over your left foot. Energize the weight in and up. In and up. 6, 7, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side 2. Take a breath. Breathe into your belly, not your shoulders. Let's go. Soften your knees and out and in. 2. Stay over your right leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way in. Last but not least, come back to the right foot. Breathe into your waist. Deep breath. Soften your knees. You are still just the right leg and the arms move. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Now hold the arms outstretched. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on in and stand. Over to the other side. Relax your shoulders, breathe into your belly. Side 2. Soften your knees. Arms out like leg moves. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold still. 8, 7, 6. Shoulders down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way in. Stand tall. Okay, we've got our last set with our arms here, my friends. Use whichever weight speaks to you. We're going through all of our bicep situations. I'm going to start again with 8s. I'll probably switch back and forth again between 8s and 5s. Okay. So first we've got our bicep curl. Palms are forward. Before we curl, quick little neck release, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. And then look over your right shoulder and look over your left. All right, let's go. Curl up. 10, 9, belly is in. 8, 7, upper body is nice and still. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause at the bottom. Palms turn back. See how this one goes. Keep your chest lifted and your eyes forward. 10, 9, 8, 7. This feels so weird, specifically 6 for my left wrist. It like doesn't understand. It's like so confused. I don't know why. Last 4. 4, 3, 2. Maybe because it's weaker. And 1. Probably because it's weaker. Come on down, take breath. Cross the body. Cross with one of your weights on return. Cross. Yeah, the palm is forward, technically. And 5. Ooh, I'm a little fatigued here. 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Come all the way down. I'm going to pick up my 5s for this next bit. These are the horizontal bicep curls. Arms are going to come straight out. And reach. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way down. We've got our zip up our coat exercise. Upright row. Weights together. Stand tall. Take a breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. All the way down. Butterfly shoulder press. Ooh, let's see how this one goes. I think I may switch halfway. We'll see. Come on up, wide elbow position. In and out, up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I definitely pushed through that one. Okay, rear delt raise. Come into my 5s for this. Okay. Soften your knees. Energize your back. Make sure you're not in flexion here, but you're supported neutral. Soften the elbows and bring the arms wide. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up to stand. Relax your jaw. I'm going to keep these weights for my tricep work. Switch back if you would like. Soften your knees. Send your hips back. Pull the elbows right to your sides and slide your shoulder blades down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up. I'm bringing my weights together to treat it as if it was just one weight. Come up overhead, elbows begin bent. Try and slide your shoulders away from your ears and draw your abdominals in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All the way down. Awesome work. I'm going to put these weights down and grab a quick drink of water, and we're going to come to the mat. There's so many ways you could do these exercises. If you continue to do this class, if you really like the arm series, some of you tell me that you like certain parts of classes, so you redo those over. You can do these exercises seated on the ball. You can play with your balance and try with one heel lifted, or even like circulating in a leg exercise while you're doing your arms to make it a full body exercise. I'm happy to tell you more about that if you'd like, but there's lots of options. Okay, we're coming down to the mat, and we're coming down on our backs, and I'm gonna grab one of my 8s only. Okay, one of my 8s only. Just to add a little excitement for our little core series here, okay? So come onto your back. Just lie flat for a moment. Take a nice deep breath and just let your spine relax. Knees are bent. Feet are about as wide as your hips, maybe a little more or a little less. Try and slide your shoulders into a comfortable place. And you're just going to bring your hands onto your pelvis. And we're going to move the pelvis around just a little bit. Draw the low back gently towards the floor and ever so slightly tuck the low spine. It's not even a lift. I'm just tilting my pelvis back. And then I'm going to tilt my pelvis the other way. So the low back comes up and the tailbone is sort of reaching forward or slightly down. Go back and forth between those two positions gently and breathe. Okay? A lot of us have some low back dysfunction at times, and it's nice to just keep it mobile and flexible. So putting a little bit of movement while we breathe. We don't have to work that hard. We don't have to squeeze anything or lift anything. I'm really just kind of moving my bones. Moving my bones. I'm going to do this one more each way. And then we're coming center, and we're going to go side to side. So actually not side to side. Think right hip down, left hip up. Right hip up, left hip down. My knees are fairly central. If I was to think about my pelvis like it's a bowl, it's like I'm just tipping the bowl side to side. Just a moment ago, we were going front and back. Please don't force it. You may notice that one side feels like it doesn't want to move a little bit, or just different, or maybe even a little tender. Again, I'm not squeezing anything. I'm not forcing anything. It's just about mobility, letting the pelvis move, and the low back. Okay? Come back to the center, and we're going to do a little circle. Dip the low back towards the floor. Roll around to the left side of the pelvis. Roll through to the tailbone, all the way around to the right, and then back again. If you were on sand, you would likely make a small imprint underneath your tush with this motion. We can pretend like we're at the beach. We're just going to finish this circle out, and then when I get to my tailbone, I'm going to reverse around to the left. My knees, of course, are moving a little bit, but I want to make it more about movement in the pelvis and less about the legs. Let's finish this circle out, and then just come central and take a nice deep breath, okay? Take an inhale, fill your waist up. With your exhale, think about pulling the hip bones in towards one another to activate your deep core muscles. 2 more breaths like this. One more. Good. Okay, I'm going to grab my 8-pound weight carefully. I'm just going to roll to the side, grab it, bring my arms up to the ceiling. I'm sliding off my mat here. Okay, arms are going to stay up to the ceiling. You can feel free to bring my arms down. I just think this is a nice way to do some ab work. Lengthen up through the arms. We're going to find that deep breath and that low abdominal work. Both legs will come up. Draw the abdominals in. Keep one leg where it is as you stretch. The opposite leg out, come right back in. Opposite leg out, come right back in. Breathe. Try to remove tension from your shoulders here. 3 more sets. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. Come all the way in and all the way down. Okay, let's take breath and try another variation. Inhale. Exhale, extend the arms. Legs come up again. One foot's going to go down as the other one extends up, and switch. I kind of like heel up, toes down. Heel up, toes down. Heel up, toes down. This is a nice little leg extension. Continue to check in with your deep breaths, your low belly connection, and switch. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Ooh, take a breath. We're almost there. With your next exhale, extend the arms up. All the way up, shoulders down. Find that belly connection, bring both legs up one more time. Heels or feet together, knees slightly apart, okay? Connect to your low abdominals and extend the legs away from you. And then come in. When you come in, a teeny little tuck of the pelvis. Stretch. Play around with how you're breathing here. What's a stronger way to breathe? Holding your breath is not an option. 4, 3, 2. Ooh, come all the way down, okay? I'm gonna hold on to this weight, put it right on my pelvis. Feet come a little bit wider than my hips. We're gonna do one set of neutral spine bridges and one set of articulated bridges for mobility of the spine. Take a nice deep breath. Coming straight up. Push through your heels. Lengthen your neck. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put the hips down. I'm just going to put this weight to the side and bring my arms down by my sides. We're going to enjoy 2 articulated bridges. Take a nice deep breath. And then slowly curl up through your spine. As you lift your hips, keep that slight tuck of the pelvis, if you can, if it feels okay to do so. And come up as high up as you feel like you should. And then slowly roll back down. Because the tailbone will be the last thing to release. Okay? Play around with how wide or narrow your feet are here, okay? Or far away or close up. It really changes the way the hips and the spine feel based on where your feet are. Try it again. Curl up. Use your arms. Take a breath. And roll back down. And relax at the bottom. One more for good luck. Curl up. Piece by piece. Take a breath. And then slowly roll back down. And of course, the tailbone is the last thing you relax. All right, let's do a quick little stretch here before we end class. I'm going to cross my right leg over my left. And just for a moment, I'm going to pull my left leg in and gently push the right leg away. Just be careful when you do this. I'm just going to take a nice deep breath here. And then I'm going to slide my left foot away just a little bit and bring this whole shape in. Hold on behind my left thigh. And this is a massive stretch for me. If you can hang on to your left shin, bless your heart. Take a nice deep breath. Gently rocking right and left is kind of nice here. One more deep breath. And then I'm going to slowly let that structure go down, switch out, left leg comes on the right thigh, hold the left leg in a little bit, and again, gently push the left leg away. I kind of like flexing my left foot and relaxing my shoulders. And then I'm going to let my left leg slide away a bit, and then pull the right leg in, hold on behind my right thigh. Breathe. Gently rocking right to left is nice. One more exhale here. And then come all the way back down. I'm going to roll around onto my side and then onto my hands and knees. And I'm going to come on up to stand through a down dog. Take a nice deep breath. Let's do one more breath wherever you're at. And then soften your knees. Walk your hands towards your feet. And you can come into a forward fold. Relax the head. Hang on to your elbows if you'd like. One more deep breath. Soften the knees, push down through the feet, relax the arms, and roll it up. Stand tall, take a breath. We did it. You guys are awesome. Have a great day. May the force be with you. Drink your water.